Thanks for remaining with us on Africa Independent Television, AIT, in these 3 states. So let's go to our next focus on the program tonight. The internal crisis within the once ruling People's Democratic Party, PDP, has become a source for concern amongst its members. There seems not to be an end in sight for the crisis which began before the 2023 election in the People's Democratic Party. But the youths and young members are pushing for urgent solution to what has become a serious concern for its faithful members. And to speak on their option for resolution of the intra-party disagreement, will be bringing you one of the youth organization leader who will be speaking. But let's go for the short break. We'll be back after that. Stay with us. Thank you so much for remaining with us. We told you that we're going to the internal squabbles within the People's Democratic Party. Why is it taking so long? And I have joining me in the studio a leader concerned PDP youth, Daboy Kiabu Womet. You see, I had to break that name so I don't murder the name.
I understand.
So Daboy Kiabu Womet, thank you so much for joining us on the program tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Let's quickly take a look at the PDP. Is it that it's difficult to come out of what they are going through?
No, it's not difficult at all. And that is why we felt that, when leaders initiate war, it is the members that suffers. It is the poor that dies. And we have looked at it that as leaders are fighting in the party, it is the members and the party that is fighting. And that's why we are driving a solution to that, knowing fully well that it is only when we come together that the party can move forward. And we have looked at it because we first of all felt that the present NWC, we started that they should go. We called for them to go. But we look at it after the Bauchi stakeholders meeting. We discovered that the acting national chairman came up with a solution. And that is the most viable solution PDP can ever have presently to move the party forward.
What's the solution?
The solution is everybody come. You have committed one offense by the other, one crime or the other, by your action, inaction, or your words. Some of them are calling, no, Wike did not participate, Wike work against the party, suspend them. The chairman said, no, I'm not suspending anybody. In his statement, say, let bygone be bygone. And that is what we are preaching. Then let bygone be bygone. Because if you are to suspend Wike, Wike delivered the party in Rivers State. Only the presidency delivered the House of Assembly, Senate, House of Rep, and governorship. Only the presidency, and he was trying to make a statement. But what about those that did not work against the party from the top to the bottom in 2015? Are we going to suspend them? What about those that secretly work against the party in 2019? Are we going to suspend them? Even in this 2023, we are focusing on Governor Wike. What about in what we heard about in Katsina State, in Kebbi State, in Yobe State? They are everywhere. So the only solution, and that's why we said no. We were initially calling for Damagu to resign. We started the Ayu must go. And when Ayu left, we said no, Damagu should go. The entire WC, we need a fresh breath. And we discovered that Damagu came with this solution. This is not, PDP is not particular about a person. It's the party. When Damagu came with the solution that everybody should come together. You, if you say we should suspend this person, what about this other person? If you are pointing one finger, the other fingers are pointing at you. So all of you should come together. And we said no. If that is the case, let's suspend this our call for the dissolution of the NWC. This man has come with a good and perfect solution to move the party forward. Everybody come together. Because there is no way. Ichoma, let me tell you, there is no way. If today we are suspending people based on active party, that 90% of PDP leaders will not be suspended. That, yes. Openly or secretly, they have worked. Some of their PDP members daytime in the night, they are APC members. That is the truth.
And that's why the party is finding it difficult to come out of this crisis.
Yes, that is why we said no. Let's adopt what we call the Damagu plan. Just like what is it called? The Marshall Plan they used to rescue Europe after the Second World War. Well, let's use that plan. He said everybody come together.
But I took the Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the People's Democratic Party on this program sometime last week. And he made a statement. He said it is time to breathe fresh air into the PDP, that he is a member of the NWC. And if they say they should go, if that would bring peace and stability to the party, let all of them go. He agreed that it is better for the younger people to take over the party. Don't you think so?
No, we're not talking about, we are not arguing that point. We started it. Damagu must go, even the Ayu must go, even the Secondos must go. We started it. But when you look at the statement he made in Bauchi State, who said, no, what we are looking for is someone that will profess solution. We have a problem, and we need a solution. And this man has provided the solution that we need for the party. If today you suspend Wike and everybody with Wike leaves, what about those? So what he said, everybody should come together. Let's work together. Because by your action, by your inaction, by your words today, like you remember Ijoma, the former Niger State governor, opened his mouth to declare that the whole 19 Northern State governors work against Jonathan. Was Jonathan not a PDP presidential candidate? Is that not an empty party?
Okay, let's go to, you just talked about the governors now. There was a meeting of the governors in PDP recently. And in that their meeting, they said they were going to find a solution to put an end to the internal squabbles within the party. And are you aware of what they are planning or their resolution?
No, we read what they said, their resolution, although it wasn't that much of what is happening in the party, it was much of what is happening in the country. But we have looked at what the statement is the acting national chairman made. So we don't want to, as we speak in Ijoma, we don't have a national chairman. We don't have a national secretary. And you know there's a limit to which an acting chairman can act, or a secretary.
Even with your constitution.
Yes. So we are saying that transit to Damagu to substantive chairman. Let's see.
Is that possible without a national convention?
Yes.
It's possible.
Yes, it's possible. They did it. When Bamanga Tuko was removed, 24 hours they brought in the former Bauchi State governor.
In acting capacity?
Not even in acting capacity, substantive. The convention will just confirm it. The convention has given the NEC that power. And that's why we are saying we are giving Damagu, the acting national chairman, 1 month to convene a NEC meeting. Otherwise, we'll take the party to court because based on section...
Is Damagu from the same zone with Ayu?
No.
But your constitution says...
No, our constitution says north and south. And Damagu is from the north. And if
it is not regional matter.
PDP has produced 17 national chairmen, both in acting capacity, substantive, and in caretaker. The North Central has produced 6 out of those numbers. So we look at it, we said, no, since it's still from the north, it should come on board.
But their constitution seemed to be particular about zones. You recall that this same former Bauchi man that you talked about now was from the same zone as at that time. So that's why they made him the substantive national chairman of the party.
No,
so if that happened, recall what also happened with the late Gulak before he left for the APC. Yes. He went to court and then sued Secondos and said he was from the same zone with the former chairman who resigned. So in that case, he should be made the national chairman of the party. He went to court and he got judgment in court.
It was his zone, and that was why before the 2017 constitution, we only had 1 national deputy chairman. But today we have 2 to address that issue. So the constitution...
But did you amend your constitution to say, okay, the national deputy chairman will take... Because this is a legal matter.
Have a deputy national chairman, not, sir. So
this is a constitutional matter.
Yes,
so someone can wake up... Someone can wake up and go to court and sue your party.
There is nobody that can go to court regarding that, because that is why we have 2 deputy national chairmen.
Is that what is written in your constitution?
Went to court, it was because the national chairman was from the north and the deputy national chairman was from the south.
Understand me, Mr. Walmit. You know, when it comes to politics, party politics, the party should be careful so they don't box themselves into one corner. Because in your constitution, is it written that one of the deputy national chairman will become the substantive chairman? Is it so in the PDP constitution?
In the PDP constitution, they said at the event by resignation or death, the chairman...
From the same zone.
The same zone. And zone. Zone, it means northern region. That's why I have to...
No, you don't talk about north and south.
No, that's why we have to...
Where is it in your party when you talk about north and south?
Yes, it's in the constitution. Section
but on the issue of the replacement of national chairman, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes, it's there.
On the issue of the replacement of
Yes.
national chairman,
Is there?
they mentioned North and South.
They mention North and South.
Because-
It is something, if you look at it, when he said that's why we have the national chairman North and the national chairman, deputy national chairman North, deputy national chairman South.
So
at the event, there's like what has happened, IU has gone. The deputy national chairman North takes over
As in acting capacity.
as in acting capacity,
Yes.
and can be made a substantive chairman because it's from the same region.
I need because I know that the PDP constitution, I don't know
Yes.
the one you're quoting. I have the 2017 in my head.
Yes.
Because I covered PDP for a long time
Yes.
during the days of Jonathan.
Yes.
And that constitution, because of the so many challenges in your party then,
Yes.
from the late Gulak to Ali Modu Sharif, down to Makarafi.
Yes.
So that made us as journalists to go deep into your constitution, to understand what's going on. in the
Let me clear something. That Gulag issue. Gulag said that it should come to the north zone. The zone is in north because based on the 2012 constitution, we only had one deputy national chairman. So the national chairman was from the north and the deputy was from the south. So what Gulag was saying, let's complete our term. So this one, that was why they amended the constitution in the 2017 and included deputy national chairman north and deputy national chairman south. So in the event the national chairman from that zone leaves, the deputy national chairman from that zone, which happens to be the deputy chairman north, will take over.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So what you're saying now, the youth are saying they should make this man substantive national
Yeah, we
chairman.
need to move forward.
What about the place of
They are
the
not seeing what our
grounding of the
senators are
party?
complaining in the National Assembly. See what is happening in Kwara State. See what is happening in the various states. We need a national chairman, a national secretary that can take action. We can't just sit and wait for this thing. And that's why we're saying let them convene next meeting. Do you know that Section 50, Section 31, subsection 4 said every quarter they should hold next meeting.
Yes.
The last next meeting was in 97 next meeting, held on the 8th of September 2022. Today, they've not held next meeting. I would say they should hold the next meeting and make this man substantive chairman so the party can move forward. We need to provide the voice, the strong opposition voice Nigerians are asking for. And we don't have it with acting chairman. We need the acting chairman needs to...
And you have elections in November.
We have elections in November.
Are you sure your party is ready for that election?
No, we say, that is why we are saying they should make this, we should have a national chairman. Possibly this man, the substantive chairman, the acting chairman, because it's solution. We don't want, he has a solution. Everybody come together. And that is, let me tell you the truth, that is what we say PDP.
All
because
right,
you cannot say you want to expel this group and leave this group. You cannot say you want to expel this group and leave this group. That is the simple truth.
All right, I'll come back to you before we go. Let's quickly take a look at our tweets. You can send in your messages via our Twitter handle at Democracy Number 2 Day with the double Y. You send to my handle, follow me at EJ or Samu. We have so many tweets here, and all of them seem to be talking about the protest in Edo State. And let's see how we can manage it. A lot of them talk about the protest. Okay, let's just quickly. Afeto DK is saying, if not that Nigeria is a zoo. Sorry, Nigeria is not a zoo. Nigeria is, is a nation in this world. If not that Nigeria is a country and occupied by... No, we can't take that. So I think I have to stop the tweets for now because even our time is gone. Where there have been so many people calling for the resolution in the PDP. And Barrister Stanford has been calling my phone, want to make a statement, but you can send your messages because we may not have the time to take calls for now. So Barrister Stanford, I saw all your calls. You want to say something about the PDP, but the time is up. So advice to young members of your party before we say goodnight on the program. No. He has called again. Do you do? Now, Barrister, thank you so much for calling. I just had to take this because you were already disturbing and trying to, disturbing my flow. So that's why I said, okay, let me take it. What do you have to say? Barrister Stanford, we don't have all the time.
Good evening. Good evening, IJ. Sorry for disturbing your flow. A young man in the yes. Good evening, IJ.
Go ahead, Barrister.
Yes. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes.
You hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry for disturbing your flow. I think that young man in the studio is being sponsored, and they are the ones.
No, Barrister. If you need if you want to, if
destroying our party.
No, Barrister Stanford, we may not take that. No, that we need you to address the issue, not to attack the personality in the studio, because what you're saying now, you're making a very big allegation, and the young man is here. If he reacts now to what you have just said, we will not leave this place today. So your advice to young members of the People's Democratic Party.
What I want to appeal to our young members of the party is that for us to come together, put the needed pressure on the NEC to sit and give us a national chairman and a national secretary, because the party can't move forward this way, and we have to put them on their toes. Otherwise, they won't. Let me just say briefly, people, when we called for the minority leader Senate to be zoned to the North Central, people called and told me that the man has paid you money, that's why you're doing that. Ijoma, as I speak with you, I don't know if he's white, if he's fair or black. The minority leader of PDP. But we call for it. If you check the internet, you see, we said we don't want Tamboa. It should go to the North Central. And that is what we are not praise-singing group. What we only do, we make sure that we speak the truth within the party.
All right.
And that is just it. So we are urging all PDP members, let's put the needed pressure on the neck, because already as it is now, the party is working against itself. Because for 3 quarters, they have not called neck meeting, which is against the party constitution.
All right,
that's why they say they
so
should call and possibly confirm Damagu as the substantive chairman, ask the Southeast to provide a national chairman to replace national secretary to replace Anyanwu, so the party can move forward.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Leader concerned PDP youth, Daboi Kiabu Wamit. And that's from the South, I think so. Because that name should be from the South. Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, we apologize for the guest, the caller. And want to say here, he didn't attack anybody. So we may not like to take attacks on personalities on this program. No. And this is the much we can take. Thank you so much for being a part of this program. Until we return tomorrow, 7 p.m., we'll be looking at development in the polity. It's important. We have spoken on PDP today. There are still issues within the APC. There's a struggle for the national chairman, the replacement of Adamu. We will take a look at that, where we are able to confirm some of the reports that we are getting so far. And until we return tomorrow, follow me at EG or Samu. Good night.